It says I'm live. Am I live? Let me pinch myself. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming back to my channel. It's Noelle, FarmGurlScavenger. Let me pinch myself. Sure. Hey, everybody. I'll always be a rookie. There'll always be something. It's what makes me human, right? How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. We have Lynn and Chad and Julie from Canada. And so far, it's been a long day. I'm still working my way through the Hallmark ornaments. Don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell. Can you see the Hallmark circles under my eyes? How's everybody doing? It's almost the weekend. It is almost the weekend. So, Lynn, anybody that doesn't have one of these just doesn't know what they are. But it's amazing to me how many people don't know what they are. This is the Tupperware orange peeler that Lynn was talking about. And I have about, 10 of them because they just disappear real fast. When my kids were younger, I had one that each of them, hi for nature's sake and Boldly Grow Homestead, welcome in. When my kids were little, let's see if you can see that. It does say Tupperware. That's what I used to call it. Hi, Amy. Hi, Tina and Dren. How are you guys? Dren is at his friend Tina's house. Miss Amy Lou has them. They come to my house on Wednesdays and they go to Amy's house on Thursdays. Hi, Constant. Hi, Elizabeth. You couldn't peel an orange on your own without one, right? Orange, grapefruit, any kind of citrus, lemon, all of that you can use these for. Constance from Texas. How's the weather down there? It's been blustery and rainy up here. It's supposed to clear off this weekend, which will be nice because the leaves are unbearable. Hi, Deborah. Debbie Smith. And Brett, where can you even get those? I don't know. I might know somebody that has some. These orange peels were actually a party favor. And if any of you remember that, overcast and windy, if any of you remember this, ever went to a Tupperware party, they gave away party favors and they played games and stuff like that. And you would get this. Sometimes you get a cookie cutter. What else do I have here? I have a whole bag of the party favor stuff. You would get, what did I do with it? This was, other than the peeler, this was probably my favorite. And most people don't know that these are Tupperware. This you put on a jar to open a jar up, and they came in 2 different sizes. They don't have Tupperware on them. They might have at one point in time. I don't know. I've had these forever, and I cherish them because you pretty much can't get them. We had one at home. It was gold, gold, gold. Mom was out for blood when it went missing. Oh, I bet I might could get you one. And another thing that a lot of people like, you get this and you could scrape your pans and stuff like that and get in all of the messes and set it on your sink and put your soap on it. This is one I never really use that much. By the way, I don't know if Lulu is going to be here tonight or not, but she sent me a box of goodies and it was so funny because she saw one of my sold sales on Facebook, because I don't think she does Instagram, and it was the little tiny keychain, and she goes, I have a whole bunch of stuff. Here's cake decorator things. These would be a prize. The tea caddy, yes. I don't have the actual Tupperware tea thing, but it was similar. I don't have it with me. Here's the deal. Go ahead, laugh, put your remarks in the comments. I have, and if we go back far enough in my estate sale hauls, this one is something a lot of people liked when hors d'oeuvres were in style, right? You could stamp your little cheeses and your meats and your breads and stuff like that. And then there was this one. They had the smaller ones. And I think these weren't, what I'm going to show you right next came as a set. They weren't something that was given away. You put your little corn cobs. Oops, corn cobs. Lulu, there you are. I'm showing some of the stuff you sent me, Lulu. And this is the coup d'etat. So you have these, and your butter went in here, and your salt went in here. Telling you. I'm telling you. So, and then this you put labels in. So if you had labels that you kept in your kitchen, they had Tupperware labels so that you could write. You could pull one label out and write what it was, what was in it. Found out the hard way that the straws. Oh yeah, my kids love those straws. So why I say you guys are gonna laugh, and you might as well go ahead and get it over with, is I have a box bigger than a banker's box full of these, and they're all brand new, and I put them in a safe place. I can't find them. I went to storage today, which is where I remember taking them. If they're in storage, they're buried. But let me just tell you something. We're going to get, hey girl, hey, Mary, thank you. I'm going to use that $5 to buy myself a new hat. Everybody tell Mary hi. She's not lurking today. Thanks. You did not need to give me a super chat, but that was awesome. I just love you so much. Mary and I did the, I can't even talk, the thrift battle on Dom's channel last week. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And Mary she's a silent sleeper, man. That girl can find stuff like crazy. Thanks again, Mary. Let's see. Karen is here. Elizabeth, you bought a bunch of them. What did you buy a bunch of, Elizabeth? I missed it. Elizabeth, you found out, the straws. When I got married, you went out of your way to buy one, a true classic. Chad, how are you? Let's see if I missed. Paul, how are you doing? I haven't seen everybody tell Paul hi. I haven't seen Paul in a while. I know you're around. Oh, the keychain mini bowl. Yes, we're going to talk about that. So I have, you guys are going to die when you see how much those are really worth and what they're going for right now. But I bought a bunch of them. Hi, Lisa. How are you? We did. Mary is a force to be reckoned with, and don't anybody think she isn't, because she is one smart cookie. Let's see, Maria. Oh my God, wait a minute. I already know. Maria and Kim, I don't see Kim in here yet. Oh, nope, I don't see Kim in here yet, but she texted me earlier today or messaged me. They won the 12 by 12 by 12 boxes of goodies, and someone else won that doesn't, I don't know if she lurks or not, but I sent it to her. I don't have any way to contact her other than through messages on eBay or on the channel. Did I miss Annie? How's your hubby? Please tell me at least the same, if not a little bit better. Annie's husband is very ill with cancer. Miss Annie right here. Okay, now I need to go back to do. Okay. So Maria won one of the boxes. She just got home from working a 12-hour, and my box was at my back door in the pouring rain. Ugh. Hello, by the way. I opened only to feel inside of box at bottom. I think it's okay. It should be okay. I can't remember if I stuck everything in a plastic bag, which I normally do. You know what? I bet I didn't. It's just been one of those. The bags of party favors you lost. You showed them one night, and you bought some. Elizabeth bought them. Couldn't remember who it was. I sent Elizabeth bought a bag of them. So there. I have proof that I have them. They're here somewhere. I just sent him to his parents for a few days. He's not doing well, but I am sick. Yes, you do. Okay, well, everybody keep Annie and her husband in your thoughts. And Lulu, this is my go-to jar opener. Turquoise plastic handle retro shop. Is it one of those? I'm not going to pull it up right here, but anybody else can. So Lulu sent me all of that stuff and some other cool items that I have mostly gone through, but not completely gone through. And thank you, Lulu, so much. That was very interesting. She sent me a bunch of stuff from, is it your grandma's dresser? She calls it her Magpie Ethel dresser. So anyway, thank you, Lulu. I appreciate that very, very much. All right. How many people wow, 29 people. This place is hopping. So I already got my screen share up. I got some tabs pulled up. Hold on, you guys. I'm getting organized. You better watch out. So I'm going to go out of here. I'm going to try to watch the chat on my phone. Don't get upset if I miss you or if I miss something. I'll try to catch up. Let's see. Your mail express needs to be smarter and use plastic. It's been a rough day anyway. My 35-year-old son broke his leg. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. All right. Jody's in here. The crazy card. No money in Tupperware. Just, you're so wrong. You're so wrong. But that's okay. That's all right. Mike's going to walk past this naysayer right here. He's going to walk past the Tupperware and he's going to leave it for us. All right, Mike. We love you. You can have your other stuff. We'll do the Tupperware. All right, so let me share this. We are going to go here for a little history lesson. The history of Tupperware. In 1847, Earl Tupper designed his first line of polyethylene kitchenware, which he dubbed Tupperware. He had worked, I'm kind of just going to scroll through this. The links to all of this stuff is down in the description, you guys. He had worked for a plastic molding company and bought a couple molds and you know, did some stuff at home and finally started doing this. And then this lady right here, this one woman who began independently selling Tupperware was Brownie Wise, a divorced single mother in Detroit who had a knack for hostess parties. And in 1951, as Earl's Tupper's novels wares gathered dust in American department stores, he took a cue from Brownie Wise and others successfully selling at hostess parties and abandoned in-store sales completely. Some of the other stuff, in the 1950s, 20 million Americans fled cities for idyllic suburbia, which was swarming. They're everywhere. You darn Americans. Anyway, so there was a lot more ground to be covered. But by 1958, these two, they had soured. I don't remember exactly what year it was. I'm going to go out of this story right here. Brownie Wise was the marketer, and when they left Tupperware, when Tupperware left, he was selling in stores. He hired over 20,000 young women to start selling Tupperware, and it became really big. Right now, Tupperware is available in over 100 countries in the world. But you know, and you can go in here to this link and it shows you how you can tell all the different, these are all of his open mouth container and non-snap time. I can't talk. Let me get a drink of water. The difference between the container, one Delire bowl, those were the bowls, and that's the little keychain I was telling you about. Let's see, who did I miss? Harvest Gold container, Toy Jody's there. Karen, all right. So Brownie Wise, and I don't know if it's in this article or if it's another one, was actually, there's your Cervalier bowl, and they come, those pastel colors. The very first Tupperware was clear. Almost all of it was clear, like this. Let's see if you can see that. This is the smidget, or the midget, whatever you want to call it. Brownie Wise was actually the first woman to be on the cover of the Business Weekly, I believe it was. And I think it was in the late 1940s, 1948. Don't quote me on that. You can go look it up, but go woman right there. Anyway, as those of you that know that had been to a Tupperware, the lettuce container Tupperware party, you would get an invitation and you would go and you would have a nice little party. They would sell you your Tupperware and you would have a good old time. They would do all kinds of parties, all kinds of stuff. They'd make hats and do, let's see if there's more pictures on this one than just that one. This is Brownie Wise right here, single mom, and you can see how all of these were clear. This handle right here is something I'm going to talk to you guys about because they are very difficult to find. All the handles. Anyway, all right, enough of that. And where do we want to go from here? We already did the history. We're going to go back here and we're going to remove this. All right, I can catch up with you guys for a little. The Harvest Gold, some of the Harvest Gold containers are actually worth quite a bit. So I have a lot of Tupperware, and the reason I have a lot of Tupperware is I sold it for years when my kids were little. My oldest is 35, my youngest is 30. And I sold it more when my oldest was little. So in the late 80s, early 90s. And my mom had, when the kitchen was remodeled, when my dad died in 1990, and I was pregnant with Ryan. So Ryan was born in 91. My mom had the kitchen remodeled. She had the kitchen remodeled to fit the Tupperware Modular Mates. Anybody want a field trip? Field trip to the kitchen? Yes? I love the mini keychains. Let me know if you want a field trip. I'll give you a field trip. And my mom would, now this Tupperware that I have is mine. My mom still has almost all of hers. But, okay, Mary says yes, so that takes care of it. Let me unhook here. And we will take a field trip into the kitchen. All right, so these cupboards behind me are tall and long, and they're narrow. They're only not much wider than that. The one at the end here is a little bit wider, but not much. And so my mom had these made for, you guys, this is how my mind works. And when things aren't in order, my mind doesn't work well. But you see those Modular Mates? That is how my kitchen cupboards are. And these ones right here, you can't get anymore. You can fit 10 pounds of flour and sugar, and then it just gets worse. So for people to think like Mike, that's how my brain works, you guys. That's your little tour. They're pretty much all like that. Amy's seen it. So I gotta have to be picky in my pantry in my new place. Yeah, you can tell that the rest of the house isn't like that, right? Excuse me. Anyway, so Tupperware is near and dear to my heart. Now, I love Tupperware, and I love I don't love the fact that it's plastic and that it's made of chemicals and that it off gases. So I changed out a lot of my stuff to glass, and I might eventually do that too. Who knows? Gina, Miss Gina, how are you? Everybody, welcome Gina in. Haven't seen her for a while. She's been vacationing. She's vacationing. I call it that. my little organized, obsessive hearts in love. Brett, that's funny. Anal. No, you can absolutely say anal because I have a lot of analities. That's funny. You absolutely will not hurt my 1/4 of a feeling that I have left, Mary. Oh, anyway. So, I have a label maker. Go figure. One of those little brother ones, little typewriter ones, because everything it's all labeled. My food storage out in the garage. Yeah, I have food storage out in the garage because that's how it's how it works. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm just teasing. But, for bigger, like when I buy rice and stuff like that, I buy a big bag and it doesn't fit in that kind of stuff, So you have to have a place to put it, and you should have extra, especially with the way things are going right now. Analities. Yep. We should put that in the we need to make a dictionary. All right. So modular mates come in all shapes and sizes, and all different colored. You notice that my lids are all black. Well, they used to be a pale pink and a blue, and I changed them all out in 2018, 2017, something like that. But these older color lids are gold because people they break after a while. And I have like my I have my salt, my baking powder, my baking soda, all of those little things, and exactly. And they're labeled. Yes, they're labeled. I have them in these containers exactly. So, you can shake, you can do whatever. Hello, Ms. Amy. That's okay. You get points for being here. So now we have 2 Amy's. We have Amy Lou and we have Amy Happy Cowgirl Thrifter. So these came in so many different colors. It wasn't even funny. This orange color, they came in a burnt red color, pink, blue, black, white, tan. I know I'm missing something. Red, a regular red. Anyway, so I decided to have mine all changed out to black because I had a plethora of every color you could imagine. Brown. They came in brown. And so a bunch of them were defective, so I got them replaced for free. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, too. You have a vintage Dymo label maker with a 1/2-inch tape, the one that you click, 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 click. My sister had one of those. I love those. I sold one here not too long ago. Anyway, so you guys would be amazed. Can you see those purple? Let's see, that way. I can't do this. There we go. The purple Patsables up there. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Right there. Those are actually, hola, you changed PB Dragon LLC. Mike, is that you? It has to be you. You changed. He's trying to mess me up. I can do that all by myself. Welcome in, Mike. Welcome in. All right. So Tupperware has been around since the 40s, 50s. And people love it. They love the old Tupperware, the super old Tupperware. And when I say super old Tupperware, this one isn't one, but it is a remake because people liked this canister. This is one of the original size canisters. The original canisters were clear, and this was the big one. And I want to say it was called the Mega Canister. I cannot remember. But as a kid, this is what we had. We went out to the barn and we filled it full of milk. It's 2.5. It might be 3, but I think it's 2.5 gallons. I would take this and I would take a gallon pitcher. They're new. I don't want to take them out. I had to get a bunch. This is all stuff I had replaced in 2018. Don't yell at me. The pictures. And my mom, for a long time only wanted the clear, and that's because we skimmed the cream off. Your favorite lids are the ones you push in the middle to seal. Yes. Anyway, so I have some of those, like this one. You set it down and you go, you name it, I might have it. If I don't have it here, it's somewhere out there. Anyway, Lulu, yes, yours broke. So the reason why there's money in Tupperware is because, look it, they broke. Yumi, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you made it too. Oh, excuse me. No, those buckets are great. And remember I told you I was going to talk about the handle? You can't get these. You can't find them. They don't make them anymore. And these things are gold. Same with the carrying straps for the pie container or the cake container and that kind of stuff. Because, hey, just like Pyrex has the zippered things to put their things in and carry them with. Well, this was the thing. And you just hook it over the top. I have a bunch of these. Of course I do. And the reason I do is every year, and I doubt we're going to do it this year, and we didn't do it haven't really done it for the last 2 years because I was burned and I was sick. We make cider. I use this bucket, and Amy Lou can tell you that. I have about 6 of these in clear, and then I have the clear pitchers. And when we would grind the apples up and dump it into here, and then I could pour this into the pitchers, and I would have my trusty yellow strainer. There's a bigger size that has a hook on it, and this fits perfectly over the gallon size pitcher. And so I'd have my cheesecloth in here. See, I have a system. So there's certain things that people need certain things for, and when they can't get them, where do they go to buy them? I can't hear you. Where do they go to buy the stuff that they can't find and isn't made anymore? Where do they go? Come on, you guys. This is an interactive chat. There's 35 of you in here. Somebody knows where they go. Lynn for the win. Now, you guys would be amazed. We're going to take a little scrolly through eBay, but first I'm going to show you. And you guys know that when I show you stuff that's odd, when it sells, I post it on my Instagram. I don't post it to boast or anything like that. I post it to show you guys that this stuff does sell. Not that I think anybody in here is stupid by far, but I think a lot of people, anybody that watched my video that I put out yesterday, does money grow on trees? Grandma's house. That's where Mike goes to. That does not surprise me, Mike. I guess you could come here. I probably have it. Anyway, so Constance, were you the one that I'm sure it was you chatting with on the Hallmark video about cake topper, people using them as cake toppers? You're not dumb. You're not stupid either. Sometimes you're a pain in the butt, but we love you. Dollar store, dollar bill, y'all. That's funny, Tony. So, I'm pretty sure that's you, Constance. Yes, that was you. I have a little side note. Did you guys know that you can use the keyword, and you should use the keyword if you're listing any of the little miniature Hallmark commercials? Use the keyword in your title, cake topper, because people are buying them for that. Anyway, you need to go back and you can do that, Annie. It's not going anywhere. All right, so something that I want, and the link to this is down, and let me share my screen here. Oops. Helps if I actually do this. We are going to go right here. The link to this PDF is down in the description. And I urge you guys to I have it printed out because I've had it forever. There are 25 pages. These items go from the very beginning. And there is an item number and there is a mold number, and it will tell you if they're obsolete. If they're obsolete, you're out of luck. Now, they will give you a credit value here. Tupperware has a lifetime warranty. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean if you spent $30 on something, you're going to get $30 credit for it. If they still have the item or they have produced a similar item to replace that, they will exchange it for that. Now you can either go on the intranet and the interwebs and find a Tupperware dealer near you, or you can go to Tupperware themselves. The link for that, I believe, is down in the description. I did good on my links in the descriptions this time. I'm getting there, you guys. I'm getting there. So if you need to know, look at man's dresser comb, pocket comb, curl comb, fly swatter, all of the soap cases, a lot of these little things. Here's the 2-ounce midget. That's I don't have one here. It's literally about that big, and it has the little lid on it. That I have a bunch of them in that box that's missing. So it tells you all the numbers, and it tells you the actual name of the actual product. So you can just pull this little thingy majiggy up here, this little glorious list that they have here. And when you go into eBay, you can search by the proper name, or you can put the mold number in. Now, where do you find the mold number on Tupperware? Let me find a bigger piece that's easier to see. Well, I don't know if that one will work. See that number right there? That will be your mold number. Let's see if it shows better on here. And they're going to be in different places. Trying to think. This is a Modular Mate round, number 1. And you can see, let's see, do you see it there? 1607, 12. That 12, oh, yeah, that 12 number, is it 13? That 12 number is, let's go in here. Let's go back here. 1607. No, we're going to have to go. Ooh, sorry if I make anybody. 16, 18, 19. 1607 is going to be somewhere right up here. Modular Mates Round Seal Black. These are the colors that they are available, and you will see that it only says 1607. These are the colors that you can still get it in. Green, blue, black, sheer ice. Sheer ice is like this color right here. If it's not, and it says right here cat as in catalog, and this is what the replacement dollars are. So it's worth it to hang on to your stuff, because even if you have to pay a few extra dollars or you can't get exactly what you want, you can get money towards new items. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Marinara sauce stains, they replace them for that. Huge problem getting them out. No, there's not. You set it in the sink with warm water, a drop of Dawn, and a tablespoon or 2 of Clorox, and you let it sit overnight, and they're gone. It's that freaking easy. But anyway, that's just me. Hello, Kevin. I didn't see pop in because I was probably on a roll. Uh-oh. I got to go back up here. How am I supposed to make a living after this video gets out to the masses? Well, you're the pickle keeper kind of guy. But you sell a lot of it in your booth, don't you, Kevin? And thanks for coming in. The thing is that there's really only certain people that pick it up, Kevin. You know, and there's not a lot of people that really know a lot about it. How do you get rid of the old smelling canisters? Same way, except for if they're not clear, then put a couple of tablespoons of lemon pine sol in them and let them sit overnight. And when you use bleach or pine sol or something like that, you don't want to use hot water. Hot water deactivates bleach. Does that make sense? I just had one of the white That's a bowls that I made tuna salad in for a video for tuna sandwiches. Hi, Nancy. Blowtorch gets out tomato stains real quick. You guys are hilarious. And I used turmeric in it, so you can imagine what it looked like. Usually when I do that, I use my glass bowls. But anyway, so you can imagine what that looked like. So I washed it and I cleaned it, and then I sat it in the sink in some warm water. And I put about, I don't know, it was one of the bigger bowls. So I put maybe about 1/8 of a cup of bleach. I just poured some in. I don't measure. You guys know that. And I just let it sit there. I let it sit there overnight. And when I woke up in the morning, guess what? Voila, it's white again. So you don't need to scrub it. If you want to scrub it, if you don't want to use bleach, then you can use other methods. But really, bleach is about the only way to get the stains out. So that's where that is. If that helps you out. So I'm going to show you a few things that I sold in the last couple of weeks. And they're what clothing sellers would call bread and butter items, and the same for Kevin. So this item right here, Tupper Craft by Tupperware, is a Stow and Go organizer 3-piece set. I got it for free. Don't look at, and I sold it for $22.49 plus shipping, $30.97. This is just a lid. It's just a lid, $11.99 plus shipping. This right here is what I really wanted you guys to see. I have sold several of these. One of them that I sold, somebody's dog chewed on the lid. No joke. And I sold that thing for $10.50. It was pink. And it was a hard to come by color. I priced my stuff high, which gives me, you see, I was running a 30% off sale. So they paid $13.29 plus $4 shipping plus tax, because I'm in Washington and everybody gets charged tax, right? So let's go back here. So those little keychains are, I can't even just tell you, because you're going to see our replacement lids available for the canisters. Matters on what canister you have. And if it's an older canister that has these 70s colors, no, you're not going to, on eBay. That's where you're going to find them. And so you can take the bottom of your canister, turn your canister over, and it's going to give you a number. It's going to give you a number. Where is it? I just saw it. Can you see the imprint of the number there? 6 something. And then you're going to go to that parts catalog and you're going to look that up, and it'll reference you to the right size lid. Does that make sense? For most things, you are not. I didn't realize I didn't have a lid for this, and I have 2 listed, and I just sold one the other day. So I got to remember to unlist the lid for this. Because I just found that here not too long ago. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Eric, right? You're Eric, right? I'm pretty sure. Number on the bottom of the canister. Look it up in the parts catalog to find the correct lid. And the parts catalog there is a link to it down in the description. So you can easily find that. What did I say that was? It's 607, I think I said it was. So it's going to be clear up here because it's one of the older items. 607 jumbo. That's the jumbo bread server. So that couldn't have been right. $255. Giant canister with seal. Can you see that? Am I sharing? Okay. Not now, I'm not. $255 right here. That's 205. What happened? $255. Why am I having problems here? Right here. Giant canister with seal. So the seal that I want for this giant canister is 1203. And so I can go clear down here to, wow, I'm over. I should not use the side scroll bar, I guess. 1203 right here. There you go. That is how you go about. That's how you go about finding the right number. And then when I list something on eBay, I put the part number in the title. A lot of people don't. Well, hey, Karen, how are you? Karen and Janet. Karen, and I do it all the time. She's like one of my best friends, and I still call her mom's name. She's going to slap me next time I see her. I'm already feeling it. I friggin' love you too, man. What is the seal in the canister? I don't know what you're talking about. Excuse me, you guys. I cannot get rid of this. Well, I'm on my third cold in the last 4 weeks since Dren's been in school. It's horrible. Lots of people, I know they do. It's because we read the name, but I know who you are. So hello, Mr. Bobby. How are you doing? You've had some awesome sales. He is killing it. If anybody follows Bobby the Cap Guy and JT on Instagram, and he also has a YouTube channel. Bobby, are you you're not blue. I went through and okay, now you're blue. Constance. I think, do I have everybody that wasn't? All right. Mike, you aren't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this twice, Mike. Jeez. All right. The seal in the big canister, looking it up in the parts catalog earlier. 1203 is the number of the seal to that big canister. And it's called the giant canister. Let's see. Let's go back here one more time. 9 1/8 inch seal. And it says sheer lacquer blue. Those are the colors that it comes in, and natural. And they are not in the catalog. They might still be making them. And the thing with that same seal is that same seal fits a lot of different things. It also fits, it also fits the cheese grater. That same seal that fits that canister fits this guy. A lot of people see this and they don't know that this goes to it, and that not only when they see this and this, there should be a seal that goes with it too. And that's just, I know that because I know that it's useless. It could be useless information, right? But these pieces right here are super hard to come by. And if Kevin's still listening, he's probably packing. He will tell you the same thing. You don't see these very often. It's the grater. So it has all the different things on it. And as a replacement, this part may be purchased separately. Well, we know that's not, I don't know if you guys can see that, and I can't tell because I can't see that. So every piece of Tupperware out there has a number. Every piece, even the orange peeler has a number, and this one was made in the USA. Even the orange peeler has a number. Let's see. I'm going the wrong way. See that number right there? 7272. Seven two 727. Why am I having troubles with this? And it may not actually even be on here because it is a party favor. It wasn't they won't replace this for you, so it's not in the replacements catalog. So any of these little things that were given as party favors, you are not going to find in the replacement catalog because it was a gift and they aren't going to replace it for you. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd rather use a metal one. As Kevin says, these things right here, they are sharp. I mean, they're like, I would literally rather use a metal one. Hi, Rachel. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, that's nice of you, Jan. Jan's saying nice things about you, Kevin. I'm taking it off the screen right now. So it's amazing over the years since I was born in 1967. I mean, I'm not afraid to say how old I am or not. I'm in midlife. I'm enjoying myself. I'm depressed one day, happy. I'm just joking. But I'm not old. And so, you get to that point in your life where you look back and you think of all the multiple things you've done in your life, and that can make you feel old. Or you think of how old your kids are, and that can make you feel old. But then I think to myself, I have so much more time. But if you look at these items, like this is something that Lulu sent me too. My mom, we had these when I was a kid. It was a special day when we came home from church and my mom had made pudding, and my mom and dad got these ones and we got these ones. Sometimes if she was feeling fancy and she made Jello, she'd make Jello in these. Now you'll find these all the time. Seldom will you find them with the lids. Lulu had all of the lids for the tall ones, and I had the lids for the small ones. Because why? Because people lose their lids. They blow their tops. You guys remember? Anybody remember these? They come apart. What's nice about a lot of the Tupperware is when you're selling bowls, they're super easy to ship. A lot of it you can put in a padded flat rate, and even if not, when I ship the lids, I put the lids in a plastic bag and then I wrap them with a piece of cardboard, depending on what size they are, because I don't want them to get cracked. And then I put them in a padded mailer. So, and you can do the same thing with the bowls. You can put those in a mailer if you want to, but honestly, by the time the bowls are a little heavier and bigger, yeah, from your childhood, right? I might need to make some tapioca pudding from scratch because that's the only way to make them. Anyway, lids, you guys. These are the Sippy Cup lids. Anybody remember the Sippy Cups? I don't have any because I gave all the ones I had to my sister for my great nieces and nephews. But these Sippy Cup lids also, this is dirty. Found it in the garage. I found it in my storage unit. They don't fit this. Almost every tumbler that Tupperware has had a lid. Why? So that you could take it with you in your car or wherever. These Sippy Cup Lids. Let's see, I won't leave. Is Dom in here? Did I miss him? Tapioca pudding is the bomb diggity. And if it's homemade, you can't get any better than that. Thanks for coming in. So Sippy Cup Kit, Sippy. It's like Dom trying to say macrame last night. You guys, I've never seen anything quite so funnier in my entire life than Dom trying to say macrame last night. I didn't get to watch the show last night because I had company, but I watched the replay today and I was laughing. I was listening and I was laughing so hard. I wanted to just go May and help him out, but I wasn't there. Sippy Cup Lids are this. They are this. If you find them, man, even if you just find one, I have a stack of them, and if they have a smell to them, same thing. Stick them in your sink with a little bit of bleach and some Dawn and let them sit there. And if you want to add some lemon pine salt, then you can add some lemon pine salt. It'll take the scent away. I got these. Actually, I got a lot of this Tupperware. I helped do an estate sale clean out a couple weeks ago, and that's where I got all of these. They were in a drawer in the garage that nobody opened up. Yeah, that my kids actually grew up with them. They were just little bell tumblers, red, yellow, green, blue. Red, yellow, green, blue. Yeah, they were just little bell tumblers, and these little lids snuck. They were probably some of the first sippy cups that came out. Super cool. Pine salt, take me away. Oh, anyway, so these older colors, the pastel colors and the whites, these were some of the first Tupperware to come out. These were in that garage, and these, look at you guys, lids for days. The thing about the lids for all of these things is this one doesn't have a seal on it. Some of the really old Tupperware actually has a seal, like a seal out in the ocean seal on it. I probably have one here somewhere. These little lids go to everything. But they will have like this has a letter on it. Can you see that letter G? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and there's your number right there, 297, 88, or 58, whatever it is. We'll just go with 88. So all of these items have lids that fit them, whether it was you were going to put them in your fridge because you're going to make pudding or Jello or whatever. I think you packed some in the box. You did, Lulu. It's never a bad thing to pick up the Tupperware lids. Dom, my dad got, oh, that's awesome. He got another cool one too. He got another even cooler one, a soup one. Popsicle thingies. It's funny you should say that, Jan. Okay, this is a brand new package. I do have, okay, yeah. These are Mickey Mouse ones. Dom, this may come your way because I'm packing a bag of stuff for you. This may come your way. Mrs. PT can make you some popsicles. You can also put pudding in these and make fudgesicles. Oh, Dom's going to get me now. There's no swirly whirly goodness here. You can make smoothies in your healthy smoothies. This is the popsicle maker, and you would take this off, and then you had your little thingy here that kept all of the stuff from getting all over you, and you could slurp all of the juice that pop. Mountain Dew popsicles, you got it. Any flavor. Yep, you got it. So yeah, these are a big thing. As a matter of fact, Dren loves these things. And if he saw them, he saw that I had them. Hey, Leroy, how are you? How are you doing, buddy? So does that bring a lot of you guys back to childhood? I'm sure whether you, Dom, Mary gave me a $5 super chat because she thinks I'm anal, and she's right. Orange Crush cream popsicles. Yeah, it just goes, and it's just the perfect size, especially if it's hot outside. You had those rings attached to my grubbiest little hands for half my childhood. That's hilarious. Did I miss anybody else? What? Okay. So, Dom, so all of you guys that missed the first little bit, you can go back and watch, but let me share my screen here. Back here, I was showing everybody the parts catalog and the numbers and how you can look them up. The link to this is down below in the description. There are links to the history of Tupperware and that kind of stuff. So we are going to go on a little round robin. You missed it. It's okay, Justin. I was going to send you the link to the parts catalog because I know you have some. Excuse me, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm drowning in myself here. I know you commented that you have a bunch of Tupperware, so that link is down below, and it just helps. It just helps so much. It helps a big deal. All right, gross. Is that a Canadian thing, Julie Smurf? I missed that. I'll catch it sooner or later. Okay. Thank you, Annie. They're like, I was thinking about changing the collar this morning, but I only got one done. Thank you very much, Lulu. I saw that. All right. We used to pour Kool-Aid in those, and it made such a mess. Oh, don't doubt that one bit. All the lovely, wonderful memories from, we never had any. We never had any of those when I was a kid, so that's okay. There wouldn't have been enough. My mom would have had to have like 4 sets of them because we always had cousins here and all that kind of stuff. Do you have a vintage jack-o'-lantern Tupperware thingy-majig? I don't think I do. I know what you're talking about, but I don't have one to show you. But we can look and see if there's. Are you talking about the carving tool? Is that what you're talking about, the carving tool, Gina? Okay, so not to be confused with Tupperware, and I'm not doing Rubbermaid. I'm going to barely touch on Rubbermaid because a lot of people call all plastic containers Tupperware, and they are not. You are not going to get a lifetime warranty with Rubbermaid, and Rubbermaid doesn't hold up like Tupperware. I have some Rubbermaid that I love. There's a link to Rubbermaid and the history of Rubbermaid down below also. They make a cookie cutter jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so this is something that I'm not 100% sure of. I do have the this one. I have the shamrock one, but let's see if I can find it right here real quick. I could have sworn that these cookie cutters that I have, which I'm probably not going to be able to find now because why would I? There. Nope. Give me a minute. I have to dig through my brains to find this. This is all the Tupperware that I washed 2 weeks ago. So I have everything bagged like supposedly. All right. I am not 100% sure if these are Tupperware or not. I always thought they were when I was a kid. Are these the ones you're talking about, Gina? Like there's a whole set of them. There's no markings on them, but my mom had them. No, they're closed. Oh, wait a minute. Don, how are you? Two Hip Chicks. Is Mary there with you too? These are the cookie cutters that we used, and I don't know if I have there should be a I don't have in this set. I'm pretty sure these are Tupperware though. There's a whole set of them, and I do not have the Halloween ones here, but I might have them in my cookie cutter drawer. Okay. I'm going to show you the 3 things that I use other than the my favorite that I would be so upset if I didn't have. This is, you cannot get this anymore. It's obsolete. It's a 2-cup measure. I have all the glass Pyrex ones and I love them. But this one I love the most because I warm my coffee up in it when it gets cold. Uh-oh, incoming. Hi, buddy. And then this is the mix and shake. You can make Italian dressing in here. You can make your cornstarch, flour, whatever mixture for your gravy. You can do your diet drink.
Do you know that me and
Do I know you?
Yes.
You do? Do you want to tell everybody hi?
Hi. Even though me and Tina didn't win the drawing.
Oh, is that what you got for your crayon entry at your? They did a drawing at Dollar Tree. Is that where it was last week? And they won some prizes.
But we didn't win.
You might not have won the big prize, but you got something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me have it. A vintage mentality still. Everybody's saying hi. Annie's saying hi. Okay, so anyway, this piece, I'm watching for you, Jan, has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. This thing has come in so many colors, it's not even funny. I have like 3 of these. You're at a Tupperware party? Oh, Michelle, how are you? Yes, he is very happy that his boy is back. And as a matter of fact, that's another thing that I have. Who knows where it is? Those swirly inserts on this, I have them in every different color because they're hard to find. I'm waiting for your question. Protein shakes. Yep. We only had the salt and pepper set, the Jello mold with the changeable themed discs. I have the disc lit parts for those. And what else did you have? And the sorting ball and the stencils. So my mom has all of that. And my mom also they had a set of blocks that opened up. And they had a toy in each one of them. And then you could put the blocks together. Does Tupperware have online ordering for replacement? You can go to the link down below, and I'm pretty sure they do. What kind of Tupperware party is this? Where are the hors d'oeuvres? You have to make your own. Sorry. You can also make whipped topping in those. Yes, you can also take your cream and you can set it out in this, and you can use this to shake and make butter. And then because it's got this nice little lid, you can pour almost the majority of all of the buttermilk out. That's your dairy farmer's daughter's tip. Let me go back. I think I missed you. Swirly whirly goodness. Now, can I contact Tupperware and get old Tupperware replaced? Yes. The link is in the description. You're usually better off trying to find a gal around near you. But yes, and the link is down below for Tupperware, and they tell you all how to go about doing that. Sorry. We used to make gravy first. Yeah, that's the main thing that I use that for. Exactly, Mike. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to pause this broadcast to bring in the one major Rubbermaid item that I look for and that I buy, and I pick it up every time I see it. These sell for $20 all day long. And just like Tupperware, can you see? I don't know if you can see, but it's right in there. There is a number. I know I have a leg and I have a hard time remembering. These come in all different colors. And the reason why people like them is because most of the older houses, the drawers were made this size. So I have 2 of these. I sell these all the time. This is my pickle keeper, Kevin. I get these. I will pick these up every time I see them. And this is Rubbermaid. But there is a huge collectability in Rubbermaid cups, the frosted cups, all kinds of plates. Yeah, pickle dipper. You got it. What's the holy grail? What's the big bolo for Tupperware? Let's go. These are all of the keychains. See these keychains? These guys are selling them for, somebody should go buy that stuff. These are all brand new keychains. I have about this many. This was a Tupperware dealer because the only way that you could get these was when I sold it in the 90s, the early 90s, right? You bought a bag of these for $7 and it would have a mixture of all of the little gifts. Made a batter bowl. Yep, that is my must-have. That's the mix and store pitcher. And that you can't get anymore either the same way, but I pick those up all the time. You've made butter just like that with the same container. My after-school program kids were doing the shaking, and the last kid shook it so hard it opened. Oh, that's a bummer. We bought the child's Tupperware set too. I have that also. So, these. Let's go out of here now. Let's go out of here and let's just scroll down here now. There's no way somebody paid this because if they did, I have a bunch of them. Tupperware, salt, pepper. This was a lot. This is a pet peeve. This was a bunch of different things. Let's see. There's no way somebody paid. Oh, they made a best offer. I love the pastry mat. I like that better than marble. I have several of those. And the problem with these pastry mats is they'd Nope, I didn't have your water bottle last, so I can't tell you where it is.
Didn't you go shopping today?
I did not go shopping today. I worked all day. It's horrible being a kid here. All right. Here you go. Ultimate Tupperware collection. But what we're looking at is these little keychains. Pick them up. Find somebody that has them. Here's Modular Mates. This is like my cupboard was. So these little keychains, anything new. Here's more mini keychains. And I don't know that there's one really huge bolo, but those little keychains people love. Here you go, right here. $250 for a lot of 93 of them. Tupperware also made pots and pans. You have a pastel blue, light, and green keychain one somewhere in the living room jewelry. I have bought and sold them many times. Rubbermaid sink drainers as well. The drainers and the laundry baskets. The rolling pin rocks also you can use. Add cold water to it for pie crusts. Yes. So Modular Mates, like I said before, these little cereal containers. You would be amazed at here's your anything in these 70s colors is just, here's more Modular Mates. Oh man, I need this just for those 2 pieces. So it really, here 182 for a lot of 91 of these. So you'll find them. A lot of people don't look for them, but some of the other bolos that I have here are that's a bowls, the big mixing bowls. And when I say that's a bowl, it's because if you guys watch Kevin, you see him with the older 1-liter bowls, which are the bigger ones. But the Thatsa bowls actually have this little, this needs to be washed because it was sitting out in the garage. It has that little thing on it so that when you're mixing and stirring and whatever, you can have that. Somebody on here sold a set. You have 2 red, brown, hard plastic containers with lids marked Tupperware on the bottom. I don't know anything about them, Sandy. You'll have to look the numbers up. I can't see you. So you'll have to find those numbers, pull them up, and it'll tell you what they are. Because there's so many pieces of Tupperware, it's not even funny. Like, how many people have had this one growing up? Put your pies in here. Let's see if I can hurt myself. You put your pies in here, and this would have had a handle that went around it, similar to that other one. This one, you would put all kinds of things in. You could put cold cuts. Lots of people put spaghetti in here. This one is cracked, but you know what? It's such a minor crack. I am going to sell it, and I'm going to sell it with that crack in there. And what's Dom doing? I can't even imagine. Yes, those bowls are the ones that we use for popcorn. Absolutely. Is the lettuce keeper. People love the lettuce keeper. I don't have one here to show you, but we'll find one. Something I was quite surprised when I was looking through comps the other day. Here's that. I told my sister. My favorite thing that I couldn't live without is that yellow strainer. And I burnt my yellow strainer. And I couldn't find them. And I asked my sister, she goes, nope, I have 2. And she goes, mine's just dying. You couldn't find them anywhere. My cousin goes, oh, you'll find one at a garage sale or somewhere. I looked for years. And then when my friend was selling it, so they came out with these, and she goes, they have a set. And I go, I want 10. And she goes, no, you don't. And I go, I do. And now I see the yellow ones everywhere, and I pick them up every time I find them. So this, and I'm going to show you these, has a special lid on it. This is the Fridge Smart container, and it has a dial here where you can open it up to let it get a certain amount of moisture in and out. No, actually, this is a date. Sorry, the other one has this is so that you can put a date on it as to when you put it in the fridge. These are highly sought after. And then there are the other storage bowls. There's the freezer ones. These are highly sought after as well. They're for children. Well, they're for anybody. It's just a divided dish. And they came in 3 or 4 different colors. This lid also fits the Servilier bowls. Like that little keychain I showed you. This lid actually fits those too. Tupperware acrylic microwave serving salad bowls, cranberry red. I just saw one. So here's a cranberry red, and these ones that have the flip tops, they're quite valuable too. 60 people watching. Holy smokes. Wow. So these lids, these bowls came in many colors. They came in clear. They came in blue. They came in, a sheer blue. They came in whatever color, cranberry. But these lids, you can mix and match, do whatever you want. These lids are gold. And I was quite surprised when I was scrolling through looking at comps at how much money people are getting for sets of these lids. So look for the lids, you guys. Don't walk past that bin at the thrift store if that's where you thrift. Look for the lids because, if I'm selling, where did that lid go? If if I'm selling these lids right here for $9 and $10, and if you can pick these up for cheap, 25 cents, 50 cents, lots of times you can get them free. Another thing is, and Lulu sent me 3 of these, this thing right here screws to the inside of your cupboard door, and you would put your lids, these kind of lids in here, and then let me see if I can find another one. You would take this lid right here, and they came in 3 different sizes. These things came in 3 different sizes for the 3 different size lids, and you would just screw them into your cupboard door because you would have enough room to open that up. If you find a lid, you're smoking it. Oh, that's hilarious. And again, there is a number on it. I know it's hard to see, you guys, because it's just but it also says Tupperware. Where does it say Tupperware? Made in the USA. Somewhere it says Tupperware, I'm sure. It might not. I knew what it was the minute she gave it to me, though, because I used to have these, and I will keep one of these because I use the Pyrex glass dishes with the round lids, and they'll fit in here too. Anyway, so there's that. So the other thing to look out for is, I hate to open this because it's brand new. This is a set. This is a 32 ounce, whatever. I'll probably keep it for myself. I bought it for myself. This is a 32 ounce Wonder Woman. It's got the lid, and it's got the little other lid inside here. Whatever happened to Tupperware? They still making stuff. They sell stuff in over 100 countries. You can go on Craigslist. You can go a lot of places. So this whole set has a sandwich keeper, Wonder Woman. It has, here's the other little smaller ones, has 2 of these, a yellow one and a blue one. And I bought, when these would come out in different, they'll have them in all kinds of different, toilet bowl lids shouldn't be used with food, Tom. You guys are going to make me have to go back and watch this. Here is a children's set. This one is brand new, never been used. I hate to open this, but I'm doing it for you guys. I would open it anyway just to sell it. At one point in time, I was going to give this to Dren because he had a little IKEA kitchen and he loved it. But my mother bought him the stainless steel stuff from IKEA, so he didn't need it. It's got the little, they gave these away for free as a party favor too. Here's your rolling pin, child size. Here's your child size. That's a bowl. And it's got the little mix and store pitcher. And it has a little person cookie cutter. Here's your little mix and store pitcher. If they were really doing it right, it would have the lid on it too. So I see these at estate sales all the time. Sometimes you'll actually find them in the boxes. The older ones that are the yellow and the orange and the green, those can go for some pretty good money. So, and then here's the little children's. I'm not opening this one. It's the pitcher and the cups. It's the kids one. And, oh, I've sold this many times, and this comes in many different things. This was a special. It came in this Modular Mate. A lot of people will be, and the Stencils. Now, when my kids were little, they had a yellow box that had all the different numbers raised in it and opened up, and you could put about 20 of those stencils in it. Then you could take your paper and you could rub over the top of it. Tupperware made a lot of toys for kids, and those toys are very collectible. The Shape-O ball, the animals that fit together into pieces. You could make different giraffe, elephant, all that stuff. And even if you just find a piece of those Tupperware animals, they're a good thing to just have a box somewhere where you can throw stuff like that, because really that stuff is you can't get it anymore. The only way you can get it is you find it in some. So go through there's more than just Ninja Turtles and Star Wars and stuff like that people are after. Hi, Lucky 7 Auction. Sorry if I missed you earlier, and I don't know if I missed anybody else. I'm not gonna DYL Finds. How are you? FJ Treasures. How are you? I did answer your question, but I didn't say hi to you. All right. Catchy. Okay, Jenny, are you in here? Did I miss you? Hi, Jenny. Jenny +1. How's your puppy doing? So this is something that a lot of people don't see. They come in many different colors. This is what you put your half of apple, your half of orange, your half of onion, whatever in. Stick that sucker in the fridge. Zoo it yourself. Yes. I love these things. I actually bought these to resell, but I've been using it. So, this is that sheer blue color. This is another thing I loved, and we don't get a lot of, but I don't know how you pronounce it. Now it's you guys' turn. The board with all the meats and the cheeses and stuff like that. These containers right here, you would get, it has one lid, and you could keep all of your cheese and your cold cuts and stuff like this in. And sometimes if they were running a special, they would have a handle in it. And these are perfect to put in your picnic or your picnic bag, whatever. That's good, Jenny. To do all of that stuff. They're also good to put jewelry in or anything little that you're sorting. These are, you don't have to use these just for food. You could put cotton swabs and cotton balls and all kinds of, all of these things are multi-purpose items, right? These are the only measuring cups I use. This isn't a full set. I'm missing, maybe this one is. I'm missing one. I think I'm missing the 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this one is a full set. I have 5 or 6 different sets listed that are multicolor, which is the way I like to sell them. So a full set of Tupperware measuring cups is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1/4 cup, 1/3 cup, 1/2 cup, 2/3 cup, 3/4 cup, and 1 cup. And I literally have a 1 cup measure in all of my large Modular Mate things. Another thing people like, because they don't make them the same anymore, are the measuring spoons. And there was a little triangle that these clipped onto so you could hang it inside your door. All good, no need for a high, keep your life moving. Yeah, they make a Velveeta cheese container too. Well, it's just, it does fit a loaf of Velveeta, but you can also fit cream cheese. You can fit cheese. I personally like the pickle container to put cheese in, to tell you the honest truth, because I don't like to get my fingers. Janet, you see what FJ Treasure said? All right. Being a reseller, you are the one to get the buyer excited. Upsell is a skill. Branding helps us sell what was already going to sell. And that is so true, Justin. Because being a single mom and going to school and working, I sold Tupperware for a long time, and I never had to sell Tupperware. I would go to a party and I would set my stuff up, and I never had to get up and do a spiel or anything. It would sell itself. People were coming because they knew about it. That was in the 90s. It had already been around for 40 years, right? I sold Princess House for a long time too. I had to sell that. Even though people knew what it was breakable. Even though they had a replacement policy, it was breakable and it was heavy. And you had these suitcases you had to lug around, so I would sell Tupperware in a heartbeat if I needed some extra cash to do. And they do a lot of fundraising and stuff now too. So anyway, that's why I know what I know about Tupperware, because I sold it. One of my very good friends' mom has sold it for years, and I'm waiting for her to get ready to call me down there to come through her shed, her shop that is full of Tupperware, old Tupperware. All right. I need to go blow my nose. It's not going to happen. Let me share the screen with you guys again. Tupperware had a lot of, are we there? Just to make sure, because so nobody has to yell at me tonight. Tupperware had a lot of stuff that you could only get by being a hostess. This item right here was either a hostess item that you got a rare logo, a small award logo. So one of the dealers, why can't I think of the proper word? One of the gals that sold it would have gotten this as an award for selling a certain amount, hitting a certain level. And then these were very popular bowls. Look at this, you guys. I want you to pay attention to these that I'm showing you. These are the bolos. Vintage Tupperware 6-piece one-touch stacking bowls with seals. $148. Sold in August. These right here, these little, let's open this up. These little scoops right here, you could only the hostess, only the consultant, that's the word, could get these. They would be given out just like these little, the little prizes. So these little scoops right here, those were only the consultants could get those, at least when I was selling. So there you go, $148 for these. I had these. I personally didn't like the round canisters. I don't like the canisters sitting on on my counter, but people love these. And if you have a corner shelf that has the Lazy Susan in it, that's where my sister keeps hers. She's got, I don't know how many sets of the different colors. I don't like any, me personally, don't like any of the Tupperware that has, that you can't see through. Here we go. Here's more. These are the ones that I like, the clear or sheer Cervelier nesting canisters, $159. I prefer the Modular Mates because they fit in your cupboard. But these ones right here will fit very well in if you have a Lazy Susan or if you have a pantry where you keep these things. Right here, this would have been a consultant's kit. I'm surprised that it went for as cheap as it did. This kit would have been what you would have gotten. This either would have been a consultant's kit or it would have been a hostess special. It's missing no, this was a consultant's kit because she got a couple of pieces of everything. So, they also had a set of just.
I've never had fudge.
You've had fudge, buddy. Here's the orange ones. They're very popular, $120. This set of kitchen. Oh, I have to grab something and show you guys. I would die if I was without this. You can't find this. You notice in that last picture I just showed you, you didn't see this one. You can't even find them. I literally have this saved on eBay and several other sites. I have one. I have two of them. This, for some reason, this is my favorite spatula in the whole world. You can use it in your cast iron. You can use it in your ceramic, anywhere. Recently bought some vintage salt shakers that were supposed to be Tupperware, but it isn't. Send me a picture. Send me a picture. And I'll let you know. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, so, and when this does show up, it sells for like 50 or 60 bucks. You see, you don't see it in there. I have several sets of these new vintage 14-piece Tupperware freezer mates that I got when I helped clean out that estate sale. Mine happen to be green, but I have the whole set just like that. The little ones are inside. These are the ones, mine are the ones that have the dial on the top so that you can, we'll see those in here for a minute. Salt and pep shakers. I'm telling you guys, don't think that Tupperware is nothing. Here's those two bowls. There's a 42 cup mega, that's a bowl, and this one regular. I have those sitting right over here. These are the vintage original clear ones that I was telling you about right here. Everybody looks at these and they're like, nobody wants them. They do. Look at 101, 119. So here we go. Tupperware new rock and serve. I just showed you. There's your rock and serve right here. This one. You can pop this open, stick it in the microwave, and it allows it to vent. 119, you guys. These canisters, they would come out with these special canisters. 3 Tupperware rock and serve containers with 3 extra lids. 80. They took a best offer. These right here, Modular Mates, you cannot buy anymore. They're large and they're oval, and just the lids sell for the spice shakers. I have a ton of those. Just the lids on these, they're huge. Let's see if they'll see. This is a number 5. They all have a different number for their height and their length. It just goes on. I just listed. Here you go, you guys. Keep your eyes open. If you find this, Blockbusters, they did specials of all kinds of things. This is a Blockbuster. Why is it not opening up? Here's the sippy cups right here. This is a Blockbuster. That's a bowl. And the cups that went with it, those aren't Tupperware cups, I don't believe. I could be wrong. What was that?
Cars.
Oh, your cars?
Yeah.
Blockbuster. These ones right here. Here we go again. Rock and serve. Here's you can't get these anymore. People, I loved mine. So here we go. Shirley Elegant Tupperware pitcher. Now Rubbermaid sells. Here's some more of the vent and serve. These ones are called. Rubbermaid sells a similar style frosted cups, and they have handles, and they're very collectible as well. We're not going to spend. That is not Tupperware. $119. You guys, it's these older ones. There's a Harvest Gold one in here too. The Stack Wave Tupperware microwave cooker. That's gold. So don't be thinking that there's no money in Tupperware. Here is the cake server. Okay, this is a good one to open up. I don't think they got a very good price here, but they put it on auction, so you get these are the sippy cups because I had some. Would you like some?
Yes.
Right here. These are the sippy cups, and here's the sippy cup lids. Look at you guys, $29.99 for a set of 4 with the lids. This is actually a pretty good selection. There's the sippy cups. There's your, boy, that's not a good picture. There's your lettuce bowl. There's 2 different size lettuce bowls. Celery keeper, cake keeper, and see that gold handle in there? That's fine, Dren. Keep it down low. So, yep. And these trays right here, the divided cafeteria trays. I could go on and on. These bowls, the different sets that they had that came out that only the hostesses would get depending on how much people spent at their parties. These are forget-me-not. These are the tomato, this thing right here that I just showed you. They have one tomato, an onion, and whatever.
Is 23 good for the polio?
I don't know. Dren, I'll let you know. These ones are really hard to get. I've had all of this stuff. So I hope, let's see. I just shut that page. See where you guys are. We mainly had Tupperware's biggest rival, Cool Whip. Really gave them a run for their money. My mom never bought that, but I was raised on a dairy farm, so you'll know why. Your kids used that bowl in the backyard, buried it in the dirt, and it was a pond for the Tonka trucks. Why not? You were born in 81. I will say I've used a sippy cup. Well, yep, that's about the time they came out. What else we got here? What else we got here? I'm just going back and reading the chat. With the uprise in food storage, the writing is on the wall. Tupperware is worth buying to resell. In a pinch, it could be used personally. Absolutely. If I find a piece that I like, I'm going to keep it. To have the pieces that go in the freezer, to have the pitchers where you can use the pitchers. You still use a sippy cup. You go, Mary. You need a green one for your dew, Mary. You need a green sippy cup for your dew. So all of these came in different colors, different styles. The lids would be primary colors. They changed the lids just like the legs on jeans change, right? Doug, how are you, buddy? And the same with the cups. These containers right here are very popular. And I'll tell you what, not only are these little containers rectangular like this, there's a lot of people that have small homes. There's a lot of people converting buses. There's a lot of people living in trailers and campers and tents. And these containers are gold for them because they keep animals and rodents and whatever out of their food. And they're tiny and they can put enough in there to do whatever they need to do. These also fit very well in those little igloo coolers that we all like to get. The ones that open like this and carry our lunch in. These fit perfect in them. So, and then you have your little sandwich container. So you could stack you could have soup or whatever. So, these are the freezer ones. I'm waiting to find my salt shaker that goes with the pepper shaker. This is I think this is a freezer one that you could open it up and let however much moisture you wanted in and out. Either way, these are very popular. I could go on. I just have that much. Here's the Jello mold lids. You would have the Jello mold ring, and it would have a plate that it sat on, and you could put these different lids on them. This one have a seal on it? No, I know I have some. These ones actually have a patent number on them. Not a lot of the Tupperware had a patent number on them. This is really cool. I don't think this is Tupperware. Oh, it is. This is super old. This is the Pastry Pal. So you could take this and go around your pie crust on the top, make your little thing. You could do your cutouts for your cookies. These scoops, all of this stuff that you guys remember, it all sells because people want it. Just like you guys are reminiscing. People need these because they lost them. Lids. I just, so find your it's so easy to find, and it's, what are those? The little, these things, Janet, they go inside this. So they twist when you're shaking your protein drink or your gravy or whatever it is that you're making in here. And, I never shake this without putting my finger over the top because I've been there, done that. I don't know what else to show you. Lids, 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 lids. Because you can't get them anymore. Here's a bunch of the different colors. This burnt orange color is really in right now. Here is, you guys, this is my color. These are all the different, just some of the few different colors that Modular Mates had for their tops. The most common was May Still Be Cool Whip. The hamburger maker, I have that too. And they also had one that you could make ice cream sandwiches in, but it wasn't very big, so why not just use the Hamburger Press to make the ice cream sandwiches? Let's just get real here. Yeah. I have a ton more things I could show you guys, but you can scroll through. Just know, guess you have some things. And on top of that, let's go into the Tupperware catalogs, the vintage catalogs. What do you guys think? Do you think they sell? They do. Boldly Grow Home said, guess I have some things to look out for if I hit the thrift before work tomorrow. There you go. So you never know. And just because you only find one piece, somebody out there needs that piece. Your parents still have, I love the Hamburger Press. They don't use it, so I'm totally stealing them eventually. A lot of people never knew what that was. I just have, trying to think, it's in one of these bags here. I don't have the actual press part. But so the Hamburger Press came in a, oh geez, I feel like a bag lady here. Oh, it's probably right here. It's in my plastic bag underneath the, nope, it's not. Funnel. The Hamburger Press would have a base piece that you would put your meat in, and then it had a piece that you press down in it, and then you put your next piece on, and your next piece on, and your next piece on. Or you could just do them singularly, and they had seals, and then you'd put it in your freezer, and you would have your frozen hamburger patty all ready to go. But I would just take one. I would just take the press, and I would make a hamburger patty, and you can put them all on a thing, whatever. So what do you use? What do you store your herbs in? I store my herbs in either glass jars or the Tupperware spice containers. I prefer glass jars, just because they look pretty in them, and I can see them, and I'll put those out on my thing. I made my mom throw out all of her Cool Whip and butter containers a few years ago after I bought her new Rubbermaid set. I had to oh my gosh, don't even tell me about it. I can't tell you how many contractor bags worth of that kind of stuff I took out of my aunt's house this summer. I think there is one in the box. Maybe that's where, well, I thought I brought it out here. I don't know. No, there's not one of those in the box, but there was a lid that fit it. I'm coming for you, Jody. So, yep. The sad part is my aunt had like 4 boxes of the Pyrex glass containers with the lids. I'm just like, gotta go. Yes, very much so. And to an extent, Tupperware does too. It is made out of plastic. So if you're very super health conscious, then you want to go with the glass, right? I guess it's all, I was real big on that after I had cancer, and I do use a lot of glass. I have a lot of glass jars, mason jars, and that kind of stuff in the garage. I still can. As a matter of fact, I was looking for the Tupperware pieces I couldn't find. I found 4 boxes full of the canning jar lids that nobody can get, and those are mine. Is Glenn in here? Hey, Glenn, Land of the Lakes. How are you, Glenn? Anyway, so I do want to look up. I want to not be there. That's the parts catalog that's listed down below. I don't know. Want to look up. Let's go back here to. I want to not be there. That's the parts. Apparently, I did not mute myself. I want to look up some Rubbermaid. Am I sharing? Okay. You guys, a lot of people remember these. So I want you to know that it's not just Tupperware. You are getting so much. I'm doing better, Doug. Doing better. Practice makes perfect. Thank you for noticing that. So let's go down here. Look at. Do you guys remember I should have brought them in. I don't think they're Rubbermaid, but they were, it was a plastic cup holder, and it had an insert that you put inside it, and you could either put hot coffee or cold. It was just a plastic, real flimsy cup holder. It might be Rubbermaid. I have them sitting out there. So let's look at some of the Rubbermaid. There you go. These are the tumblers I was talking about, the Rubbermaid acrylic tumblers, which look very similar to the Tupperware ones because Rubbermaid did mimic Tupperware. Those aren't Tupperware, I don't think. So here you go. Keep your eyes open for these. When you see these, they're either going to be Tupperware or they're going to be Rubbermaid. But either way, either one of them goes for quite a bit of money. 10 vintage Rubbermaid mugs, vintage Rubbermaid party set pitchers. So these yellow mugs, look at how well they sell. $34.99. The acrylic tumblers, the mugs, these pitchers. Those mugs right there are actually Tupperware, but that is a Rubbermaid pitcher. And you would see those in brown and harvest gold and all the other colors. Wow. So does that give you guys, and let's also go to Rubbermaid. Kevin's really going to let me have it. Vintage. These are sold prices, you guys. What's going on? These are sold prices. If you guys are walking past these because you don't think they're worth any money, you're wrong, and I'm here to tell you. This is 2 days in a row you guys have been getting bolos. Now, you walk through your yard, go watch my show yesterday, and here you go. There's the dish strainers. Everybody's possibly seen one shape or form. There you go. There's another one. Believe it or not. How many of those have we walked? This is my favorite. Holy moly. I'll be selling my for that 140. I have 2 in my storage unit that I got for free with stuff in them. Holy molasses, I'll be listing those. Matter of fact, got one right here. Holy molasses, I'm listing those. Oh my goodness. I totally missed that. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Dom. That is super nice of you guys. All right, you guys, this is your bolo. You see that? 2 available, 6 sold. You can still find these sometimes in the liquidation stores or whatnot, but I kid you not. I knew that they didn't make them anymore, but I didn't know that they were going. I just learned something. I'm so excited. I have 4 of the white ones. No, go put that back. You're going to get some more. And there you go. Wow, that's exciting. So the laundry baskets, and then you have the Rubbermaid. That's a newer one, $45. Here's mine, orange, 24. 20 right there, $20 all day long, you guys. Right? You need to go turn that down a little bit, please. Can you guys hear the TV in the background? Oh, sorry. I can't. Hang on. Let me go over here. See if it's still there. Oh. My chat's loading. It's not. Here's a swirly whirly super chat. That's awfully nice of you, Dom. Thank you so much. And was Doug's after yours or before yours? Must have been after. You guys are awesome. There is a dancer super chat. So why didn't anyone tell me that before? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all very much. Has she gone over kids' Tupperware plate? I did. Not in super detail, but you know what? Let's do it. I showed some of the ones that I had. So let's do this. Vintage kids Tupper toys. Oh, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? I really spelled that wrong. I spelled kids wrong too. I'm doing really good. Okay. I guess maybe you guys might have thought I was joking about that. I just showed you I had the opportunity to get some of these and I missed out on it. That's okay. Here is a whole set. This mimics the Hostess set of the kids' Tupper toys. And keep an eye out for these. You will find these you'll find bits and pieces in toy boxes when you're searching through the toy boxes looking for the Ninja Turtles or the play school toys. You're going to find this stuff. So there's I have some of it, of the vintage pieces. I have this piece right here. I'm not reading all my stuff on my phone you guys are sending me. Sorry. The bowls. Who was it that talked about these bowls in the regular size? Kevin used to eat out of the adult size bowls. I think that was a long time ago. I think he was talking to Turner about that one day, about the bowls. All right. Stencils. Talked about the stencils. These things go for crazy money. And they all have a different, there's many different sets of the stencils. And as you can see, here are the different containers that I was telling you about. So there's many different sets of the stencils. Apparently I wasn't sharing my screen as usual. Got it, Jan. Thank you. Shoot, now I need to go back. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. Can you see that now? Vintage Tupper toys. Let's go back up here. So this is the one that I was showing you. Look for these little pieces. They look just like the adult size ones, only they're miniature. You will find these little cups. You will find this stuff in the toy boxes at estate sales, because my mother is 78 and she has all this stuff. It was ours and my kids when we were little, and now it's the great grandkids. Here is the stencil set, the case I was talking about, the Tupper Toys school bus, the tote pails. Here are the Tupper zoo toys that I was talking about. Even just the pieces of these go for good money. And this one looks like it's original. See, $7.99 just for a piece of the Tupper toy. This is the original bag with the original clip. Somebody was a dealer and somebody found this in there, a consultant, I should say. My mother has these. You guys keep your eyes open for these. She won't let me pry them out of her cold, warm hands. She said I could have them when she dies. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, these are awesome. So each one, there should be 26. There might be more than that. There's one for each letter of the alphabet. They each have a toy in them. They open up. I wonder if they open up and you can, this one's got she didn't put them together. They open up and you can clip them together. Can you see how this one right here, and that you can clip them together and make a long thing. Dren plays with these all the time when he goes down to her house. Here's another different colored set. Tupperware new Vinta, the tote. So it goes on. More of these. The Shape-O ball. This was something that they made for the car that had the numbers and stuff like that in it. For Noah's Ark, and you could use these as cookie cutters. This is the shape sorter and a bath toy. So it just goes on. Here's another set of the Tupper toys that they came out with in the 90s. These were super cool. They came with 2 balls. I think the balls were blue. Anybody remember these? My kids had these. We might have had them when I was a kid too. These are like lawn jarts only safe. So you would put the ball in there and you'd smack that thing and they would go popping over, and the other person that you're playing with would have to catch them. That was the goal. Here's some more of the Tupper toys. So there you have it. Here's a pick 'em up toy. There was the set of books. I'm going back into, wow, another toy. I even forget about all of these. You will find these. This is a miniature of the adult size one. So it's just simply amazing that all of these toys are marked Tupperware. Yes, they're all marked Tupperware. And they will all have a number on them, just like the regular pieces have. And you should be it. Good night, Eric. Thank you so much. You want to ship me a new hat? I'm scared to let you ship me a new hat. Good night, Mary. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the super chat. You got to go now. Keep an eye on for the Tupperware. Yep, do. Your car is going to tell you to go to the store, and it's going to be a Tupperware haul. Good night, Annie. Oh, no, you're not leaving yet. Eric is. Good night. Thank you so much. This is a new hat. new to me. It was my son's. I stole it from him. I need to go get my hair done, and then you guys won't have to do that. I'll have to see if AJ's will do a reenactment with me Sunday. We practically Peters. What are you guys getting into trouble now doing listings? I can't handle that. I won't be there for that. You guys kill me on that. All right, you guys. 38 people still in here. I appreciate you all. Anything that I didn't cover that you might need help for, either contact me through Instagram or Facebook, or leave me a message down here. I had a nice conversation with somebody over the Hallmark stuff. So I will answer you back. Trust me on that one. Voice text, walkie-talkie style. So I hope you guys all walked away with something. And that's just another thing. Leave the pickle keepers and the marinade ones alone. Kevin finds a lot of those. We'll let him have them. But I just want you to know there's more to Tupperware than the measuring cups and that kind of stuff. And there are people that out there that really, really 10/4 is my birthday. Oh, you just had your birthday. Happy late birthday, Annie. So keep your eyes open for that stuff. The old stuff, they love it. I have quite a bit listed of the older stuff. You hate you too. That's my saying. I hate you to the bone marrow too, to the atoms in the nucleus of your bone marrow. What do you think about that? So go out there and see what you can find. Jan, I bet you got Tupperware in at Mama's house. I bet you got some of the good Tupperware at Mama's house. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good time. I did better. I only didn't share my screen once this time. And I would stay on later, but I just really, I can't even breathe. At least my eyes aren't swollen. I'm almost at the end of it. I'm getting better. I did the Vicks Vapor rub with lavender last night because I ran out of my homemade stuff. I love you guys. Annie, give your husband a hug for me. You guys are in my thoughts. I hope that he's not suffering too much and you get some rest. Thanks, Glenn. Everybody, I'll talk to you later. See you next Thursday for sure.